So a little change of plan. Now, I don't know if you can see, but we are in Carnaby Street. So being in Carnaby Street can only mean one thing. So this is the south end of Carnaby Street. So if I, which goes on to Beak Street. But if I turn around again, those that know will know where I am going. So Carnaby Street for me means one thing really. G-Shock. Now, what I'm actually going to try and do is take the camera in there. So, okay, I'm waiting for the coast to be clear, but I'm going to ask if it's okay to go in now. So guys, and G-Shock have very kindly said yes. Okay, so let's take a look what we have here. Now, once again, I don't know all the reference numbers, but the G-Shock fans are going to recognize these. I think I'm correct saying the Casio models here, but the one that I like is this orange one here with the translucent jelly case. That is super, and the colour of this blue one here is great. And I do hope that I've got all these in focus. So I do apologise. Right now, I'm going through the shop window and the display case. But let's walk in and see how we are doing. So I think the last time I was here, I came to this case first of all, and we've got a description of what's in here. So this is Casio Retro. Now there's a lot of very popular models in here, and I like that gold one. Those of you will know that I do like the gold pieces, and look at that. And these are very cool. I do see some cool cats wearing this one, because I think it's a newish model. And but they're all here. Look at that. And hopefully I've got the this is in focus. There we go. Sometimes I have to manually make it focus, but I should have got that. But oh, I like the purple and blue one there. That is cool. Do you know, in this cabinet has some very trendy watches. I've seen many people wear these actually. Not necessarily watch fans, but they are popular. Now the case next to me is Baby G, but because there's some people have walked in, I'll go over to this case. And so this case is the obviously square, and the gold chain box set here. Now look at that. So what they're offering here is 2 bracelets and 3 cases by the looks of things, and it's very, very nice. And, you know, I mean, that is something that I would like myself, because this is Casio's own box set. Modification set. You can grab that and colour it the way you like. How cool is that? And of course we've got the famous square thin red line there, and look at that. It always looks good, it really does. And my attention was taken to the white one above it. Now I have to explain, because I'm indoors and because I'm going through the case here, the lighting is not always favourable to the dial, so you can't always see it. But I can tell you, I can see these the dials and the indices, the numbers quite clearly. On camera, you might not see them. So these are the negative display pieces. But I can actually see them here. There you go. You can see the black square there. But that's how they are coming across to me. They are very. I mean, it's a look and aesthetic. And if you like squares, look at all these that you've got to choose from. I do like this square with the metal case, negative display, and this blue and gold covering. That is very cool. I have noticed that a few times. I do like it. Anyway, so that's the first square cabinet. But why don't I go back to the baby Gs? Because that was next to the first cabinet. And the reason that I like the baby Gs is because I often find that I like the designs. Now, the baby G part indicates that these cases are a little smaller, but they're still big enough to wear, and I myself would have no problems wearing one of these. If the colour grabs you, look at that pink one there. Do you know, I would wear that pink one there because it looks so cool, especially if you had a fleck of pink on your clothing. Look, and the blue one, look at that. They are cool, actually. In fact, all of those three there are colourful. They're sort of outrageously cool, and I would wear them, no problem. I would definitely wear those. Obviously, you know, I would tone it down with a grey t-shirt. I'm not that exciting, I do know. But look at that. So these are the baby Gs, and the Tweety collab. Ah, yes. So this is the is Tweety a Disney character? But the splash of yellow on that is great. Look at that. That is cool. That's very, very cool. So we've got here the retro collection, Baby G, and then we move on to the. So these G-Shocks are, I'm assuming, they're all Black Friday. So Casio have because it's actually Black Friday today, and of course they are participating. Like I think every single retailer out there. But look at that! This large king square there. That's going to be popular. Look at that. That's very cool. And of course the orange one that I pointed in the window, and the yellow one. I mean, look at that. Look at the price of these things. I mean, and you're getting a piece of artwork and a fashion accessory as well as a cool timepiece. What isn't there to like there? That is so cool. I could really understand anyone buying the orange and the green one. They are very, very cool. But if I whiz over I'm actually not wanting to annoy people, so I'm going to put the camera where no one is. Because I've been in this shop a number of times and it's always full. It's always full of people. Anyway, we have here the thin red line square on the collaboration and the Museum of Youth Culture collab, and I can see there's a black and white detail of a Union Jack strap on the thin red line on the original square colouring. How cool is that? And then there is a 35th anniversary exclusive of, and I always forget the case reference here, but you will recognise this watch. Anyone that likes these colours is going to look at that, and think that is cool. But we have. I mean, what is great about G-Shock is are all the colour variations that they offer, and I suppose there is a theme. Look at that one in the middle there. If you like colour and something that looks, for me, I mean, this is all artwork really. But look at that. You can imagine having an outfit with a splash of yellow or pink or blue. And wearing that would look so cool. Look at that. So that is the second cabinet, and the next one along is the G Lide series. Now, is this their surfing range? Yes, it is. Okay, the sand and the shells give it away there. But for me, it's the choice of colour. I love the orange one, and I love the blue one. And grey. In fact, I do like this. And whoever you are, you could find a colour there that would match you perfectly. How cool! Now the next one is okay. So a lot of people. This is the GA2100 series, and lots of people call this the Casio, and that's a nickname that describes its likeness to another very popular watch. And I think Casio have done very well here, because these are super popular watches. I do like it myself. I like the yellow and grey one there. That is cool. Yeah, I do. And of course we have the metal versions of these, but these being the resin case models allows there to be so many different colour variations. I mean, anyone liking that style is going to really like that. How cool. And so the next case is, again, what is great about G-Shock is that they're constantly presenting different variations and different collaborations and different colorways. And that, for a collector or someone that likes the brand, is brilliant, because it adds loads of interest. And also you can find something to, you know, match your mood or your outfit, what you're wearing. It's so cool. And then next one, so we have an assortment here. I can see some King Squares there. Now this one here, because of the case, the numerals don't come through very clearly, but I can see them. Perhaps you can. There you go. The negative display, in the normal lighting, you can see them very well. But how cool is that? But I love the brown bronze colouring on that one. That is cool. I would definitely wear that myself. But look, once again, you've got everything. And of course, this Jason, and I forget the story of the Jason, but this, if you think you like it, this is a watch that is going to delight you, especially this one with all the options that you have 1, 2, 3 cases and 2 straps there that I can see. But what a cool thing. I imagine that is very collectible. Cool, huh? Now, if we go to the next one, so this is the 56000 HRM series. Now, these squares here, the blue one, the black one, the 2 black ones, they've got the latest technology in, but also this very clear, I think, is it called the MIP display? Which is very, very legible, and on these G lines also. And the blue one is the one that is really speaking to me. That is very cool. Look at that. That is really nice. I think I like the blue one. Actually, is it blue or a light blue or a pastel blue? I don't know, but that one I do like. But then I like the black one here with the polished bezel. That's very nice. Yeah. You know, it's like once again, it's like being a child in a sweet shop. You want to get your hands on all of them. How cool. And so as you can see, as I'm going through the shop, we're going through G-Shock's their general range, and this is the new Mudmaster. Now, you know, straight away you can see the build quality and the aesthetic of you know, it really jumps out. You know, but for me, it looks like a high quality product. The build material, the build quality, and the materials look like they've gone up another level here. And this sort of design, you know, is very attractive to a lot of people. It's very sporty and outdoory, and you've got basically a dark version, a red band version, and a green. And you can go for the colour that you like. I'm just thinking, which one do I like? Well, I like all of them, but if I had to choose one of those, I don't know. I might go the black because it potentially goes with more things. As you can tell, I'm a fascist conscience sort of a person. Well, not really, but the black goes with anything, but the red sticks out. And of course, green. The green's very fashionable at the moment, so I can imagine a lot of people liking the green. Okay, so let me stand back and go to the. So we're going higher up here, and so we've got G-Shock Master G, And we have this cool G-Shock boat, look at that. Okay, so straight away, there's a lot of watches here that I really like myself. Okay, and the one that I'm going to straight away is the Red Frogman. Look at that. What I like about this one is I know that it has a titanium case, but there is a red hue in the dial. And you know, when you're told that, you might think, hold on, you can't really see the numerals, but in actual fact you can. That's very legible, but it looks so much better in the flesh like that. Do you know, that's a really cool watch. That is very, very cool. And of course you've got the black and gold one there. I think I prefer the red one for some reason. I like them both, I really do, but the red, I could see me wearing that actually. But what a statement! That looks cool. That really does. Yeah, as you can see, as you can hear, I am a Frogman fan. But I think we have to look at it. So this is one of G-Shock's new Mudmans, and I like the positive display version that's majoritively black with flecks of red detail there. That's very cool. The green one is there, and hopefully the camera's picking the colour up. Once again, the cabinets don't always do the display justice, but I think you can see that very clearly. That's very nice. And actually the one that has the red detail on is whizzing around there, so I'll show that. Look at that. I don't know, maybe my favourite is the positive display though. How cool is that? Okay, so because I know that this side is clear, well, let's go to this cabinet. Now, I'll actually head towards the entrance because that's where I came in. So let's start at this end. Now, 2100 series. So this is what many people call the Casio, its nickname. And this is one of G-Shock's very popular models. This has been extremely popular. And because it has, it's a variant offered with the metal case, it's got that, I suppose, higher end feeling. But of course, the orange one there, I can see some colouring that they've the colouring process on the bezel. That's cool. I love the orange indices. That's very, very nice. I'm just standing back to see which one is my favourite. For some reason, I like the white strap there. Look at that. Yeah, and I of course like the gold one, but for some reason I like the white strap and the orange one here. That is very, very cool. And if I keep going to the left, we have so a continuation of the 2100, but with the metal bracelets. Yeah, that's very nice. So my favourite is definitely the gold one here. Yeah, that's the one that I'd pick for myself. But I do like the bronze one. That's very cool. The black one, of course, and silver, they're going to be fan favourites for sure. But for some reason, I do like the gold one. Now, if I come back out a little bit, you can see we're moving on to the G steel. I forget the model number here, but you might be able to see the GST B100. So we're moving up the range here, and once again, it's a sporty outdoor, action style. It is very, very nice. What's caught my attention is this gold one here. Look at that. It's very similar to the Casio over on the right there. Maybe I'll just whiz back. It's very similar to this one. For a moment, I thought it might be the same watch, but no. It's this version. Once again, G-Shock. I love the way that they have so many design styles, different colorways. Actually, I say design styles, but you still can feel the G-Shock DNA design in their models. Now, you might have got in the corner of your eye there the full metals. Now, the full metals is of course my wheelhouse, and I have a few myself. In fact, today I'm wearing my square MRG. Look at that. But I still, like the titanium models here. Look how cool they are. This is a new release, and the photos don't do it justice. In real life, that looks, it's so appealing. It's very shiny, but it has, a high-end luster to it. It's lovely. And of course we have this Tron here. I haven't seen that for a while. I imagine that's very collectible. In fact, this cabinet is really everything in this cabinet. I think is going to become all of it will be collectible. And of course you've got the gold cornflake there, and the silver cornflake. I say cornflake, it's my word for recrystallized. And of course you've got the original full metal B2000D there, and it still looks good today. It still looks so cool. And then MTG, look at that. So as we move along, G-Shock pieces, they just go higher and higher in their build quality, and I suppose the materials that they use, and even more functions. And once again, I like buying watches, and I don't always need to know all their functions, because when you own the watch and you've got it on your wrist, you can take time finding out what the thing does. But how cool is that? But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you the wall again. Look at that. I love that case. I don't know if that comes across the way that I'm seeing it, but what they've managed to do is stick a large G-Shock case in the wall. That is so cool. And there's an exploded case there. But what I'm going to do is swing around and let's go to the back of the room, because I've been waiting to come here, because of course we've got MRG. Now, those that you've seen my videos before, you'll know that I'm a big MRG fan. And of course this is the frog with the yellow band, but it's actually on the titanium bracelet here. Look at that. And the lighting might be difficult to show, but I'm going to try and get my hands on that, because this one comes with the yellow band and the bracelet, so I'm actually going to try and get that in my hand. But what I love about this G-Shock store is that they've got the MRG space at the back, and I love it. It is so cool. And so we have MRG on the wall there. And as you whiz around, there's a display of actually these samurai swords, and a very cool watch that I'll come back to in a moment. But I love being able to see the examples of the materials and the pieces. Look at that. Actually, the lighting in here is really nice as well, so you should be able to see that. G-Shocks, and especially MRG G-Shocks, are incredibly well made, and Casio don't really tell people, in my opinion. They sort of they don't really amplify or tell you, what high technology goes into the manufacture. But these pieces are so over-engineered, it really is unbelievable. But they are pieces of engineering genius. Now, this is one of their, I'm calling it the samurai, and I don't know, Shougeki-Maru, the 40th anniversary. I'm calling it a Shogun. Maybe I shouldn't call it that, because that might not be its name, but I am going to try and get my hands on that also, because it's so cool. And this has just been released. This is I don't even know if it's actually available for sale today. It might be, but if it isn't, that's about to be released. And of course, we've got the two MRGs here. We've got the I have the silver one here, and the black one, and the blue one is there with the negative display. There you go. And these negative displays on the MRGs is lovely. Look at that. So if I come around this way, yeah, the lighting here is great. Look at that. The camera should pick up that really well. They look so good. They do look very high quality, actually. I'm trying to think of a word that explains it, but I think I can't really think of another word to explain it. But they are super high quality. You know, being here and seeing it like this, you do get that feeling. Anyway, what I'm going to hopefully do now is get a couple of pieces and show you them under the camera right there. Shougeki-Maru. Oh yeah, Shougeki-Maru. Shougeki-Maru. Shougeki-Maru.
Oh, there's no N.
Shougeki-Maru.
That's it.
Cool. I think I'm going to call it the Shogun, for short. But
I don't think anyone will be upset.
no. And I was going to. So straight away, guys, look at what is here. Look at what's on this table. And the first one I'm showing you is the Shogun, and this has just been released, and I don't even know if you can buy this yet, but I think it's on the website. But I'm really, you can tell, I'm very pleased to have this on my wrist like this. But the thing that strikes me first of all is, number one, the photos don't do it justice, because in the hand it's so much cooler. And I love the way that the buckle and the inner part of the buckle is a slightly different colour to this part, and it feels very premium and high-end. That feels very, I mean, the whole watch feels so premium. That is so cool. Now, these red rubies are inserted into the top of the screw, I believe. And because I'm looking at a viewfinder, I hope I've got that in focus. So I'm going to do this periodically to make sure that I've got it in focus. But this is one of the coolest watches that I've seen this year. Look at that. That is so cool. But this, I would be waiting for summer to come along, because a white T-shirt and this, or a pair of white jeans or white shorts, is going to look so cool. Look at that, the Shogun. That is very, very nice. In the hand, it makes me think. Now I've got it in my hand like this, it makes you want it even more. I can't tell you how good this looks in the flesh like this. Anyway, I know that what I've got on this table is heaven. So let me come to the frog, because of course this is the new MRG frog, and the reason that I wanted to get my hands on this also, right, so I have a vested interest. I actually really like this watch, and I'm going through the process of thinking about buying it, or getting myself into a position where I can wear one. And I actually wanted to see it on the bracelet, and now I've got it on the bracelet like this. It is so cool. Because it's titanium, it's not as heavy as it might look, but it still has some heft, and that is super. Look at that. And this is what I wanted to do. I wanted it on the wrist like that. Wow, that is so cool. And I would wear that, actually. And once again, if you had a yellow t-shirt, I have to say that the yellow, it's like a gold yellow, and also the camera's not doing it justice. On my wrist like this, it looks better. The yellow, it's not yellow, it's like an orange gold yellow. It's lovely. And also the gold tone is super. But on the bracelet like that, I am really liking that. I would wear that for sure. I would absolutely, that would be something I would rock, especially to a business meeting. That's exactly what I'd put onto a business meeting, because you know everyone is going to say to you, what on earth are you wearing? And the watch fans out there, they're going to know what this is. That is so cool. Right, I better show you the others because other people will be thinking, okay, show us the red frog. Okay, here is the red frog. Now, I think this is one of the 40th anniversary frogs. If it's not, it's one of their releases at this point in time. There's a cover on the back, so I can't see. But what instantly grabs you about this one is that it's titanium. And you can really feel it because I've had the stainless steel versions of this, and they have a little more heft to them. But this being titanium, it's got this lighter feeling to it. Now, I have to say that the camera probably isn't doing the colour justice, because in reality, in this lighting here, in this room, the colour is so much better. I'm trying to think how to describe the red. It's not a dark red. It's not a cherry red. It's a G-Shock red, and the dial, the screen. I forget the word now. The thing that the letters are on. It has a gentle red hue, and you can't really tell until it's in some lights. But it looks so cool. And once again, you can imagine, rocking that on the beach, or doing some sport, or just wearing it. That is lovely. That is very, very cool. What I love about G-Shock also is that's a frog, and you can sort of tell that they are related. They're cousins. This is the grown-up father, high-end version of this little guy, and also this is the evolution of this. Now, I know that this is digital and this is analog, but you can see the design signatures follow through, and that's what's also brilliant about Casio G-Shock. That is 30 years old, so the design of this is a continuation of 30 years of design. It's just so cool. I'm going to put that there, and actually, whilst I've got that in the hand, this is the yellow band that comes with this watch. So if you buy this frog, you get the band and the bracelet. And the bracelet feels such high quality in the hand like this. I can tell you that you can tell that this is very. Is the word expensive? I'm assuming this is all titanium, but it's machined perfectly, so it really does feel quality. And I love that band actually, and I love the fact that you can swap out the bracelet for the band. See, that is so cool. Have I shown all these watches? Because I was so excited, and I was in such a rush to get my hands on this thing, the Shogun. Look at that. And do you know what? Hopefully I've got all of these in this one, the Mudman. Now they've Casio have also released a Love the Earth and Sea version of this. That's a blue and green colour, and it looks fantastic. But this is the standard black with the red detail, with the positive display, and that is great. I actually wanted to see this myself. That is lovely. I do apologise. I had a frog in my throat there. Not a literal frog. This frog in my throat. Anyway, Look at that, Mudman. That is cool. I mean, look at this tray. Look at what I've got here. I mean, if you are a G-Shock fan, you are going to, you're witnessing G-Shock's finest here. And for me, my two favourites are definitely the new Shogun and the Frog. If I had to choose one of these, it would be very difficult, but I'd probably go the Frog. But that's because I've been a Frog fan for a few years now, and I really like the Frog. And the asymmetric design of it is something on paper that sounds so odd, but when you've got it in the hand like this, it sort of makes sense. And you know, I wear these, so I know that they wear fine. But if I had to choose, I'd go with the Frog. But I'd also want this Shogun here because it is so cool. Anyway, I'm going to end this video on the, should I end it with the Shogun or the Frog? I know. I'm going to end it with the Shogun. There you go. And once again, I have to thank G-Shock because they are so cool. They've let me in today to view these things, and I'm very grateful. So how cool is G-Shock? Anyway, there you go.